All right guys, welcome back to the channel. We are at Sandpiper again. If you're coming over from the first video, welcome back. If you haven't watched the first video, this is our 100th course on the journey. Course number 100. We're at Sandpiper Golf Club out in Goleta. We're right outside of Santa Barbara. Wasn't planned like this, but you know, this is the 100th course. This is what we've chose. So we're out here, we're on the back nine. They say that the back nine is the more scenic. So we're gonna have a lot of ocean views on the back nine. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're playing pretty well today. We're +4 right now, +4 in the front. So heading over to the back, we got a par 4, I think this is, on hole 10. Not sure, I gotta look at the scorecard, but stay tuned. Some dope views. Again, make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good stuff if you want to. And let's get it. Hole 10, let's go. Goes high, goes short, very short, but it's okay. A little fat. All right, got 192. I think this is gonna be a 5-iron. I think wind's in the face. A little too heavy of grass. Yeah, wind's in the face, so we gotta go 5-iron. It's likely it's gonna be a little short, but that's gonna be okay. Don't know what's on the back. It doesn't look like it's safe on the back, so. And I'm going left. All right guys, we went OB. We took a drop. Now I gotta get over this bunker. No! Almost sunk that. Oh, that would have been so dope. All right, that's a double. First double on the scorecard today. Not good. Looks like it's starting to slow down a bit too. There's a line on the tee box. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the game too much. All right, so this is about 170, but it's playing 149. Hole 11, par 3. I don't know if this is the signature hole or not, but this is probably going to be one of the better backdrops that we have today. Going right into the ocean, into the wind, severely downhill. So that means this ball is going to be getting eaten up in the air. It says playing 146, which is normally a pitching wedge. So I'm gonna club up to a 9-iron, like my 155-ish club. All right guys, after giving it some thought, I had a little bit of change of heart. Since my clubs tend to go really high and it's pretty windy up here, I clubbed up even more. I got an 8-iron in my hand. So this is like my 165 club, and that's what it's playing. Well, that's what the distance is, but it's playing like 140. I don't know, if we're long, we're long. But I think this should be okay, as long as I get a good strike on it. I sent it left. It looked like it opens up over there, but I'm not sure. All right guys, we found it. It's off to the left. It was on this path right here, but we moved it. Sorry, I don't care. This one is tricky because we're gonna have to get it over the bunker, but also land it soft. Sit. I don't know why it bounced that way though. All right, now I know why it bounced to the right. We're going back severely uphill. It looks like it's gonna be going right to left. So it's just all about pace. It didn't move much, and I gotta hit it way harder than that. And that one's too hard. Damn. Is that another double? Back-to-back doubles? Off to a bad start on the back. Pulling up to hole 12. It's pretty short par 4. Severe dog legs right. So to that furthest bunker is about 220 yards, I think. But it's going uphill, so we got a 3-wood. We got the ocean right behind us. We're literally sitting on the beach damn near. Ocean views back here, pretty dope. All right, let's see if we can just get a good tee shot. Sit. All right, not the greatest, also not the worst. We're in the rough, off to the left. We got 120 left. I think the wind's kind of to our back. It's going right to left. So I pulled a 50. Honestly, probably should pull a pitching wedge. You know, I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna go with a pitching wedge. You know, I'm gonna keep it. 50 degree, 120, severely uphill. Can't really see anything up there, so that's why I'm gonna play it safe and not try to go too long. Blind shot, couldn't see it. It was a good hit. Let's just hope it was enough. All right, guys, we end up going long. So thank God I went with my gut and didn't pull a pitching wedge. I would have been in the fairway back here. So we're going back downhill. I want to say it's left to right, but it looks like it's going right to left because we got ocean over here. And I'm gonna bet everything funnels to the ocean, so we're gonna trust that. Long putt. Settle. Can't be mad at that. Didn't move. That's a bogue. All right, first 3 holes of the back 9. Double, double, bogey. Let's settle ourselves down. We need a par to get ourselves back. Hole 13, we got a par 5, 505 yards. But if you look behind me, it's super blind. You can't see the fairway at all. So I think it's straight. I think you're just aiming right at that tree way down there. Again, never played it before, so I have no idea. I kind of drove up there a little bit just to kind of see the landing spot, and it looks like it just goes straight right to that tree down there. So I think there's trouble on the right because that's where the ocean is. You don't want to be in the sand and going off the cliff. To the left might be a little more favorable. So we're just gonna try to aim straight. Should be safe, I just don't know how safe. Okay, so a little bit of a dilemma here. We did find it. We're off on the left in the rough. So now the fairway cuts off. So we have to go over a ravine. So I can either lay up, then go over. So if I lay up, I probably hit like a 145 shot, so like a pitching wedge to lay up, and then I'll have 100 yards in. Still going over the ravine after the 3rd shot, or I can put my big boy pants on, try to hit either a 4-iron or a hybrid right at that bunker down there, and hopefully I draw it left and be in a safe spot. Wind's blowing right to left heavily. And I have a decent lie too, so I do have options. I'm not too worried about my hybrid going right, because I usually don't hit it right. I don't hit a fade with it too much. I would say though, the back 9, starting off, a lot harder than the front. Back 9 is way more target golf. You gotta be strategic. You got some blind tee shots, some blind approach shots, and some pretty narrow landing spots. Just like this hole right here where you gotta get over a ravine on your 2nd shot into a par 5. And the wind plays a heavy factor too, especially if you're playing in the afternoon. Back 9 is on the ocean, so you got a heavy winds coming off the ocean. So, but you know what, we're still gonna have fun. I think we can still turn it around. We just gotta hit some good shots. So we made our decision. We're gonna go hybrid here. We're 253 out, so I don't think I can get to the green. I mean, if I peer one, I probably could, but we're just trying to get up into a good landing spot. Sit there. All right, I think we're in a good spot. I hit that pretty well, and it did exactly what I thought. It drew, especially with the wind. I see it, so that's a good sign. Should have about 50 yards or so in. Let's go see if we can capitalize. All right, guys, we're in a pretty good spot. So we got about, I don't know, I didn't shoot it. Looks like it's about 40 or so yards, 50 yards. I originally had a 60 degree, but since the wind is in the face and we're going towards the ocean, I went back and pulled a pitching wedge. Try to keep this low, keep it on the ground since we got a lot of green to work with. Just let that thing roll, see if I can do it. Settle. Or take that. Right to left, slightly uphill. All right, here goes nothing. Oh, rolled over the lip. Dang, we almost had that. Parred it. That was a par 5, right? So we parred that. Back on the par train, thank the Lord. All right, we'll take that, we'll take that. All right, guys, we're coming up a par, which is nice. Pulling up to hole 14. Got a par 4, it's about 425. Pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot going on in this hole. OB to the right, that's ocean, so we don't want to go over there. Opens up a lot on the left. Again, link style, so we got a fairway to the left if we do duck hook it. But this fairway is not incredibly narrow. It's pretty wide, so we just got to put a good swing on this. Sit. Okay, back on the left side. Story of my life. All right, guys, we're off to the left in the rough. We got about 180. Got a 7-iron. Off balance here. I don't know, I saw it bounce. Didn't get all of it. All right, not incredibly bad. We didn't hit it good, but we're in the fairway. Way short, we got about 40 yards. So we got a 60 degree. I don't want this to run out too much. Got to run out a little bit. Damn it. Hit the ground. Take the bogey. Hole 15. Pull up, it's a par 5. Fairly short one, 480 yards. Severe dogleg right. Looks like we're gonna try to go straight over these trees to the right. And then we're gonna have a pretty long approach shot. But we're gonna try to cut the corner as much as we could. Aim right, swing hard, hope for the best. Tired of overthinking it. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we tried to cut it. It finally cut on us. We're in line with the hole. Hopefully that tree isn't in the way. I think we're in a good spot though. All right, we're in the right fairway. Kind of cut it, cheating this hole a little bit. So we got about 215 out. We got a 4-iron. This one should be nice and smooth. We just try to pop this out there. That was a clean shot. I think it bounced on the green. Let's see if it stayed there. All right, great shot. We're pin high, so par 5 on and 2. So that's playing the course worked in our favor. All right, so it looks like we got right to left slightly, not by much. All right, let's see, about a cup outside. Stay up. Sit. There we go. It's a birdie. Got one today. Happy with it. See if we can finish strong now. All right, guys, a little checking in. So we just pulled up the hole 16 tee box. Got a little bit of a wait, so figured I'd update you guys on the course conditions and how it's playing so far. Back nine is definitely harder, more target golf, but it is more fun, I would say. even though it is harder. As long as you're hitting your tee shots in the right spots, you should be in pretty good shape. But a lot of the holes are right to left and or with the wind. But sitting on the 16th tee box, we're going into the wind, back towards the ocean. But so far, course is in fairly good shape. I mean, the fairways are really nice. Tee boxes are good, but you know, I expected them to be slightly better, given that this course is like highly recommended. But they're not bad. So tee boxes are in good shape. Fairways in good shape. Greens are really nice, running smooth. I would say they're running pretty true. So yeah, man, I really like this course. It's very open, very forgiving, I would say too, except for the back nine. The back nine is pretty gnarly, especially those first couple holes. But it's looking like it's starting to open up a little bit, getting a little easier. So we got about 3 holes left. So far, so good. I really enjoy it. So if you guys are following so long this far in the video, thank you. If you feel inclined, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. You don't have to, but like, subscribe if you want to. And we're gonna get back to it. Hole 16. Let's do it. Yeah, great shot. All right, I don't want to say I figured it out, but I think I figured out why the ball has been going left. My grip has slightly been changing, so I've been gripping the club like this. If you see my hands, it's kind of like the palm of my hand is going that way. So I got to remember that I got to come over the top. The backside of my hand is going that way as opposed to being underneath it. Because when I do that and I come over, I'm turning the club too much. So if I'm over top and I do turn the club, it's going to be squared up. So one thing that I noticed. All right, 104. So it's either going to be a 60 or a 54. 54 has a potentially to go long since the pin's in the back, but since the wind's in the face, I'm gonna go with it anyways. Smooth 54. Get up. Go. All right, we're on. I was right. I went a little smooth though, but it's on the green. I got held up in the wind slightly, but we got a birdie putt. All right, not a terrible club choice. I did what I wanted to do, just didn't put enough on it. So we got a long uphill birdie putt. Seems to be going right to left. Also could be left to right, not sure. All right, just gonna go right at it. I'm actually gonna go right to left. It's my hunch. It was slow down. Aye. Oh. Bogey. Aye. We're almost there, guys. Hole 17, 371 yards. Looks like there's not much to this hole either. Danger on the right, but it's not really danger, it's just terrible spot to hit it from. So we want to try to keep this left. Yeah, I think the landing spot is going to be somewhere on the left side. We just got to try to get over the hill because, again, this hole goes downhill from the tee box and it goes back uphill. I want to avoid trying to be hitting on an upslope. Should be good. I didn't see it land, but I think we're in a good spot. Okay, we're in a great spot. We got about 108 left to the flag, 109, something like that. Got a 54 middle flag, so we can be somewhat aggressive here. Wind's coming off left to right. Oh, short. I'm gonna chip this with a 54 instead of a 60. 60 haven't been going too well, so hopefully 64 goes a little better. Just get a little more club on it. Try to spin it. Check. Not terrible. You got to be kidding me. It hit something here and it jumped left. That's a bogey. All right, so we have our last hole of the day. Finisher with a par 3. I don't know how I feel about that. Usually you don't like to finish a course with a par 3, but here we are. Par 3 over water. I think this is their signature hole because it's over water and you have the clubhouse in the background. Nice little view. Oceans to the back. It's playing, it says about 175, but it's playing 162. It's downhill and you have wind helping too, going with us and a bit of left to right. So I think I'm gonna go with an 8-iron. 8-iron should get me past the water for sure and be safe. 7-iron would be way too long. So we're just gonna try to go center green. The pin is tucked in the front and all the way to the right, which isn't the greatest. Last hole, let's have some fun with it. See what we can do. All right guys, I'm actually gonna change, last minute change. I'm actually going to 9-iron because I think it's gonna carry. All right, here we go, 9-iron. Oh, thinned it a little bit. Sit. Oh. Stay on. Trolling back a little bit, but I think it's on. All right, we hit the green. Long birdie putt. It's gonna go up and then it's gonna come back down, moving left to right. Stay up. Drop. All right, there you have it. That's all she wrote. I think that's an 85 if I'm not mistaken. I'll go tally up the scorecard, drop the final score here. But there it is. Course number 100 in the books. Next milestone is going after 200. So again, like I said, it's course journey. Drop some courses in the comment section below. Let me know how you guys like this video in the comments. And yeah, Sandpiper. Beautiful course. Lovely day. 4th of July weekend. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys made it this far, like, subscribe if you want to, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.